Hello friends, welcome to Take Two for this Monday, the 19th of October 2020. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you decided to come along for the ride today. Well, over the weekend on Saturday, Michael and I decided we would go to Cracker Barrel and have brunch. Now, if any of you have ever been to Cracker Barrel, especially my southern friends down here, it's a lot more Cracker Barrels down here than other parts of the United States, but if you've been there, you know not only is it a fabulous restaurant with great old-fashioned country cooking, good place for breakfast too, but it's also an old country store. Now, it being October, you would expect to see all the usual fall stuff. It's always themed in the country store. So you had, your Halloween stuff and costumes and a couple of little things like that. And then also you had your harvest stuff and Thanksgiving stuff, and that kind of thing. But this time, when you walked in, it was a little bit of that, but I would have to say 75 or 80% of the old country store was decorated for Christmas. And you think, is it too soon? Is it too soon to say Merry Christmas, everybody? I don't know. Normally this time of year, when I see Christmas being rushed like this, I get very upset and say, hey, we haven't even had Thanksgiving yet. I remember one time being in a store, I think it was Walmart, with the big patio section. It might have been Kmart. And it was my mother's birthday. I remember specifically, that's why I remember what date it was. It was August the 18th. And I was on the telephone with my mom. It was 103 degrees outside. And I was wishing her a happy birthday while I was shopping. I was chatting with her. And I went around to the patio section because Michael asked me to pick him up something in the garden section. And when I got to where the garden section was, it had been completely transformed into a Christmas shop already on August 18th. Christmas trees replaced garden hoses and ornaments replaced any kind of potting soil, any of that. It was just all strictly Christmas. And I thought, oh, come on, it's 103 degrees outside and it's the middle of August. Are you kidding me? So that kind of thing always irritated me. But this time, and I don't think I'm alone in this when I say it, it may only be October, but you know what? I don't think it's too early to start saying Merry Christmas, and I'm going to tell you why. A lot of people have had a very rough 2020. It didn't turn out exactly the way we expected, did it? I mean, COVID-19 came and just, boom, kind of destroyed everything. I know all of our plans for 2020 went completely out the window. 2020 was going to be the Siglers' year of traveling. We had a Europe trip planned, and we had a USA drive across the country trip planned. All of that completely ceased because of what happened. So if you think that it's too early to say Merry Christmas, I'm going to give us all permission to say Christmas is coming, a season of hope. But what happens right before that Christmas season? Thanksgiving, a season of giving thanks. So despite the challenges, and believe me, I am not playing down the fact that people have had a lot of tragedy this year because of COVID. I'm not diminishing that at all, but I am saying this. It'll be over soon. We're heading to the next year. Now, listen, 2021 isn't going to be magically everything 100% fine. Not at all. But we can look forward. We can move forward to a season of Thanksgiving and a season of hope as Christmas approaches. And I'm going to say, let's give ourselves permission to start thinking about celebrating Christmas. It's not too soon, not at all. They don't think so at Cracker Barrel, and frankly, this year, I don't think so either. Now listen, go out and have a tremendously wonderful week, okay? And while you're at it, go be a blessing to somebody, because you may end up being the only one who is. Maybe you need to pick up a phone and say, hey, what are you doing for Christmas? It's not too soon to be thinking about Christmas. Don't forget to also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey, you can do that anytime. Just go to YouTube and go to JeanneSigler and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I post another take two. Who knows, when you hear that ding, you might start thinking about Christmas bells ringing. I'll see you all on Wednesday for Hump Day. Meanwhile, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. Love ya.